Alright, well, this might seem like a cheeky subject, funny subject, light-hearted subject. This is what capitalism is notorious for, and it's how it attacks you, it damages you, consumes you, basically. Mutual consumption. You consume shitty content, and you're officially a slave of capitalism. Because there's no escape. If you love Brainrot, you're cooked. You're gonna be enslaved. You're gonna be the easiest person to enslave, actually. And it's almost like to not like Brainrot, man, you have autism. I feel like that's the new definition of autism is people who don't have brain rot, who actually have functional brains, but don't know who to socialize with, because most people don't care about that shit. And I still misspelled it, of course. This looks like a good starting point. This is where internet did something magical and mercilessly attacked kids with brain rot. Again, this is not some lighthearted shit. This is pure attack on your brain. Pure attack on your intelligence. This is the first time you start getting abused as a human being. And avoiding brain rot is supposed to be a survival instinct. Some people's survival instinct develops when they decide to call out the entire generation of people using technology as, nonsense. But such a radical move is still pretty brain rot based. Because the only reason why you would want to cut the internet from your life or close proximity to like phone users, whatever you name it, the only reason why you would want to cut that is because of brain rot. It's the only bad part anyways. Now, the problem about brain rot is the extents of brain rot are infinite. Okay? And this is the hater portal as well. If people feel bad, they start hating you. That's it. And usually if you're a poor person, just by trying to stand out, just by trying to, get the crowd's attention, you will be hated automatically. Because there's fucking ultimate segregation going on. Of like, oh, you rich person, you make me feel good because you're close. And poor person, no, you're just like one of us. Stop raising your voice. If brain rot people take over a crowd or a group which you're in is brain rot level mainly, then you won't even be able to raise your voice. You have to say stupid shit. That means nothing. But you're allowed to. Isn't that beautiful, right? Freedom. Well, no. That's not freedom. Because why block freedom of the higher levels? You block freedom of higher levels because you would stand out too much. You would be noticed too much. You would collect all the attention. And they just don't want that to happen if they hold control over that. So there's actually group dynamic when it comes to levels. And brain rot is obviously level 1. And you might stay level 1 if you fall in love with brain rot. You will remain the dumbest human being. Period. And there's, you'll make so many friends. You'll make so many friends. So many meaningful things you will do in life. So many randomly generated. It's just like noise, basically. But instead of a static noise, which looks pretty grim, you'll be living a life of flashing images and memes, There's actually a good depiction because I just bumped into it because apparently trying to escape Brainrot is pretty difficult. Even if you follow popular creators, you'll still have a terrible time. And again, I try to stand out, haters start flooding in. But what do the haters have to offer? All they offer is Brainrot. There are some Brainrot arguments like, you don't have enough followers. Oh, you're causing drama. How many followers do you have? Okay, dudes. Okay. They start spamming emojis or whatever they can get away with. I have been blocked or banned from many Discord servers, but Discord servers were taken over by Brainrot's generation, basically. Brainrot people are just placeholder. You can spread them like seeds and hope for the best. Hope that something grows out of them. Usually nothing does without proper leadership, but these are people. Eventually, after 20 years, maybe they would grow a fucking pair of balls and a couple of brain cells, over a very, very, very long time. They might actually care. That's why, I used to get people come back because I created something, right? It's one of the most popular videos I have. It's a creation that's technically fed Brainrot generation, but there were no Brainrot in there. So every single time a person is trying to level up or feels nostalgic is for good reason, because the game was harder than it first seemed. In gaming, you can feel nostalgic the moment you feel like you have grown a little bit and you can understand things better. Because one time, I have to say, there's another Brainrot YouTuber, basically. Cinnamon Toast Can. He played my map. But instead of actually playing my map, he introduced himself, rather, as a Brainrot human being. Despite having the sociopathic needs to, up the quality to a certain degree, I was missing something when he touched my map. He just fucking cheated the way through. I just wanted to see what it has to offer, as if he got fucking stuck or whatever. And it's like, what? You couldn't figure out how to play my map? That's a very Brainrot thing to do. But then cheat as a result. And it's insane. A big-ass YouTuber who gets to collab with PewDiePie has basically taken a piss on my creation. And, I guess I have to live with that, right? The Brainrot person levels up while I just get to feel like shit. Brainrot person who puts in zero fucking effort, just reacts to videos, levels up, bro. Just a fucking reaction YouTuber. Me? Nah, I didn't fucking buy proper setup for reaction. I should have fucking followed his footsteps and join his gang, basically, of taking piss on other people's creations. It's so fucking weird, man. The untold truth, totally. I wish I knew, but I also don't care very much. And he also deleted all his old videos. God knows why. And dabbles in drama. I actually want to check his channel a little bit. He should still be active, but based on, what he was up to, it's just still Brainrot. You can tell. PewDiePie was kind of in that ballpark as well. How far can you go with Brainrot identity? You can go pretty far. You can technically become A-listed celebrity. But obviously PewDiePie dropped that, and it felt to him like retirement. As if, he cannot actually make internet videos if the internet videos are not Brainrot. It's so weird, isn't it? And yet, Mr. Beast was able to actually transcend that to some degree. He's not making brain rot. He's mimicking TV shows. He's mimicking something like more structured, more of like a challenge content. I don't actually have a good name for it because I need to look at it as a derogatory way. Because just because you level up a little bit from brain rot doesn't mean that you have transcended the quality of content way, way beyond. You just level up past brain rot. Like that's not a lot. That's not a huge distance. What the fuck is this, bro? It's so disgusting. I don't think I want to click. I think you guys just feel the vibes. Woman's preacher that slept with a husband who got HIV. Like, what the fuck is this garbage, bro? What a fucking degen. And yet, lives a wonderful fucking life. People who cause brain rot right now, they're just bawling, bro. And they're constantly bawling. And I don't know how to feel about it, necessarily. Because they cause damage. I'll show you something that triggered this video, or triggered, you know, my senses to go down into a shitter. Oh, it should be around here? No? How I Make Money. The Brainrot YouTuber Unleashed, David Dobrik. And guess what? He's hanging out with celebrities at some point. But you brain rot, though. What the fuck is going on here? How I Make Money. I brain rot little children. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the opening frame, basically. Brain rot. How should I feel about this? This is the weirdest part of capitalism, but it's almost the most toxic and most prevalent, and it attacks from every fucking angle imaginable. And it has to end alongside with capitalism. It cannot just stay afloat. Because we'll have other bullshit to deal with. You know? This is the bullshit of capitalism. This is the trend level. It is technically, I guess, like, how much brain rot can you get away with inside your video? Like, that's how famous you're gonna be? I guess. And it's true that you're not supposed to, like, take things too seriously. It's true that, like, you're supposed to hang out with a crowd of people. And you tend to, like, pick out people from the group of, like, let's go, let's get out of here. You know, but I can't even hang out with Brainrot group because there's nothing to extract from that. It's very unlikely that I will actually get anything from it anymore. You cannot actually hang out with a group of people 2 levels below you. And Brainrot is 3 levels below me. It's unbearable. For little kids to hang around degenerate adults, absolutely. Go ahead. To them, it's like sparkles. Like it opens up the world very quickly to all the possibilities of, like, people love Brainrot. If you find the right people, you can have a good time and feel the power of freedom, basically. Again, I don't even have to play the video. Like, that's it. We did it. You watched the whole video with 1 frame. What do you want? What else do you want? You have injected capitalism straight into your veins without a single iota of hesitation. You don't need anything else. When you understand what Brainrot actually is, you don't need that much of it to vibe, you know? Just like I wasn't able to click on Cinnamon Toastkin's video, I already got enough Brainrot to understand of, like, yeah, oh, absolutely, buddy. Totally, dude. I get it, man, yes. You understand it in, like, fucking snap of fingers what these people are doing. Because it's meaningless. You can read meaningless books. Like, there are books for children where you just draw, color in on already pre-made drawings. Brainrot is nothing but that. It's just books that are completely meaningless. And yet, you have seen them on TikTok anyways. You're still looking at this shit every now and then. You still find yourself, even the most weirdest form of brain rot that I'm trying to like use as an example. No, it's actually trendy. It's actually a thing. So yes, this is one of those good interpretations of what a brain rot book looks like. Like, it's pretty obvious, right? It doesn't have words to describe. But this is still the better version of a book than actual book, because to read books, like, wow. Wow, that's old school. If something is too old school, it's also pretty brain rot. That's another thing about capitalism that actually makes sense. It actually dunks on a lot of things. Like, technology is dunking on a lot of things. So, the very, very first iPhone, you look at this, brain rot. Why? Well, just buy the better one. Like, it doesn't even work. It doesn't even work in today's society. That's how crazy it is. All right? So you want to read a book still? You still want to read books? Do books still work? Oh, that's fascinating stuff. Tell me more. They still work. Nobody dunked on books and upgraded to book level 2 or anything. No. I'm pretty sure they did, though. Like, things have upgraded under capitalism so fast, it's insane to even think about. So there's the good side of things, but then there's the brain rot side of things, where useless people still have to do something. You know, still have to pretend to do something, I guess. It is fascinating because I had to navigate my life away from this sort of material. But there's the other side of things, all right? Like science, math. The other side of things is also brain rot. If you run too far, you go from one brain rot to the other brain rot. No, I'm telling you guys, math is brain rot. There is a brain rot version of math because there has to be. At some point, you end up memorizing digits of pi because you're a fucking idiot and you fell for it. You fell for it, bro. You fell for the ultimate trap in the book. You went from one brain rot to the other because, oh, this is intellectual brain rot. Oh. Or there's the brain rot in math called large numbers. So you just calculate things in order to get a large number. Oh, that's wonderful stuff. Right? Let's see how big of a number I can get. Brain rot. It's useless, though. What are you talking about? Or people actually do. They play Balatro, but they want that, like, inf. The inf. They want to break the game. And it's like, that's what the entire culture is revolving around. Breaking the game. Achieving the brain rot, you know? The brain rot achievement. What is this bullshit, man? I can't believe it. I can't believe it, guys. Non-inf. Yes. Non-inf. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? They finally did it. Because you have to, like, kind of shrink something to a meaningless version, but at the same time, people start treating it as a meaningless version. And now it's bad. Now everyone just wants the fucking non-inf all the time. So that's the only thing they want to understand. They might even want to delete the past of, like, Balatro. No, this is the non-inf game. Where I get infinite score with infinite cards. Congratulations. Like, it's such a degenerate way of doing things in life. you end up brain rotting your entire experience. Like, you play a game and it ends up becoming a brain rot. So you put so much effort just to do ass. Just to make it meaningless anyways. How about make it artistic, make it meaningful somehow? Make your experience worth it. Don't clamp into just like getting clicks. People who want to get clicks, they get converged into generating brain rots. Because they have to get the highest population to click on their video and misunderstand the video for what it is, meaningless. You know, make your video as meaningless as possible, as brain rot as possible. You'll get a lot of clicks. So capitalism keeps trying to provide brain rots to people, keeps trying to sell new brain rots. That's why things feel like they're changing really fast, but the reality is only brain rot is changing fast. The real things are not changing at all. Like, at all, dude. I just popped my head out of like Ariana's drama, and Ari was like popular forever and still popular, and it's like nothing's gonna change because she's popular. You can't do anything. You can only cancel her a little bit if you don't like her. It's so weird. But meaningful things don't actually tend to change. Only brain rots change. And well, that's why it was eventually added to the dictionary. What actual science says about brain rot? Probably about a lot of brain rot things. I actually want to click on this video and collect brain rots. People genuinely think they can just use brain rot to defeat your arguments. Imagine that. At one point, I saw, like fucking yesterday, I caused a little bit of drama, and I received 7 brain rots in return. There's like the shut up brain rot, there's the big chungus brain rot. I call this NPC behavior, rather. NPC behavior is probably gonna outlast the word brain rot, by the way. We'll see. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how to feel about it at all. People want to act dumb. This is the socialization method, basically. If we all dumb down ourselves, we can just hang out with each other and pretend to be happy in what's not. When deep down, you might actually be miserable. And no one's going to address that issue. Because everyone is enjoying brain rot. Which they're not, because it's fake. But they can't address real issues. It's like you're stuck in that group of people who are just dancing and laughing and doing all this nonsense uncontrollably. It's like a disease. Because they know, and they die from it. They can die from it. Because they feel like they will never be able to express pain to any human, any amount of pain. Yeah, and then 6-7 showed up in the dictionary, and then all of a sudden, what the fuck is dictionary doing right now? What is going on? It's almost like right after Brainrot 6-7. Let me fact check myself. Rage bait. Oh shit. Oh, that's way better than 6-7. Thank God. Goblin mode? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Published words. No one word could actually. Oh, this is interesting. I thought 6-7 though became a word, because that, man, look at the brain rots. Like, somehow brain rot got me, bro. I needed fact check to fucking wake up a little bit. Provoke anger and drive engagement. Alright, rage bait is the word of the year. Okay. Would you believe if I made Capitalism Explained rage bait? Somehow I feel it's related to Brainrot. But at the same time, it's almost like trying to take away someone's brainrot and they then get really mad. Why are you taking away my brainrot? I want to be in Brainrot right now. That's how it feels like when you stand out in a Brainrot group as a smartass. They get really fucking mad. They try to gang up on you, almost. In the world of Brainrot, you still have to be hopeful that, you know, someone's gonna show up that's beyond Brainrot. But you have to, like, I have the Discord open, okay, of, like, LARP tubers. And it fluctuates. But it doesn't fluctuate too much. It's usually in the Brainrot level where people treat you like trash. You know, they're in self-defense mode. They don't acknowledge anyone else but themselves. And they're pretty mean to others. Because they have nothing to offer. And when they don't feel surrounded by a lot of people, they also feel kind of... They grow evil. As a Brainrot person, you hope that, yes, I'm a Brainrot little baby, but at least someone's gonna take care of me. People gonna surround me with attention. It's not truly attention, as they will surround me with noise and other Brainrots. You know, they will distract my brain from thinking. That sort of thing. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing. It goes so deep. I don't think any of these videos can actually capture how deep the rabbit hole goes. And most importantly, that it is actually damaging to your brain. Because you're actively trying to disable your brain from thinking. Alright, reactive time. I'm gonna switch to reactive. I accumulated 2 videos. I'm definitely not clicking this. Yes, I'm clicking this. Let's see Brainrot. There's definitely different levels of Brainrot, and I'll tell you this. Half of YouTube, if not more, is taken over by Brainrot. Half of YouTube. That might be a lowball estimate. Alright? I just don't know how to estimate higher than this. Because there's a lot of actually important videos, and there's a lot of, well, there's a lot of videos that don't even matter. That don't play a role. Well, yeah, I don't know. That would be my estimate. Just like a lot of gameplay videos are like fine. But then, children make videos too. Do you add that to YouTube? Like, you almost automatically exclude a lot of Brainrot videos anyways. Unless they're made by people with above certain amount of subscribers, right? In that sense, I probably don't even qualify. I think you need 1,000 subscribers to qualify as YouTube content creator. Because that's where you get verified and earn revenue and everything. So, that's how you have to look at it. It sucks that you can grow your channel so fast with Brainrot. Like, it's almost like easy to make, but not for everyone. Not everyone wants to engage with that. Like, some people have sensitivity issue of making content like this. I know I do. Because if I'm trying to avoid something, but then I create a Brainrot channel, what does that do? It's insane. And at the same time, it's kind of out of my league. I can probably make, like, intelligent Brainrots, something with deep lore. I was able to decode Skibidi into making it look like actually something revolutionary, rather. Although it was more of a tool for me to degrade the way YouTubers treat the audience. So Mr. Beast actually falls into the skivity category. Skivity is technically slightly above Brainrot. The explanation itself lives in the Brainrot dimension, but what it's trying to explain is actually much more profound. Wait. What it's trying to explain is like kind of invasive YouTube videos where every thumbnail is Mr. Beast face. Everything is branded. Everything is in your face. Maybe call it invasive. It's sort of meaningful. It's sort of high production. It sort of beats the competition. And I still haven't figured out what's wrong with it exactly. It definitely contains a lot of brain rot, but it also is just transcending the medium. So understanding brain rot will kind of help me take a stab at this as well, eventually. I mean, I have a whole channel dedicated to deconstructing Mr. Beast, and this is a good step forwards. We definitely haven't escaped capitalism when it comes to Mr. Beast content. And Brainrot is just like, how many toys can you sell? Whoever came up with this idea is selling toys. I'm just saying, it's fucking selling toys right now. Happily ever after. The end. That's why it's powerful. Alright, it invades your life to the point where you have to own it physically. Alright, let's get a Brainrot counter. Now again, if you're still inspired by Brainrot, you can make it to level 2. You can potentially get crazy amount of subscribers for no reason. And you can socialize. You'll be fine. Even Brainrot people survive, but you will be used as material to fuel the economy, you name it. Whatever has to be done. People need more humans in the army, they will throw you in there. You know, you'll always be picked as expendable material. Similarly to YouTube, Brainrot human beings are being used as expendable material. All their attention gets drained. There are no warning of like, you can only use phone for 1 hour. No one's stopping you. You can doom scroll as much as you want. All your attention will be taken. Don't worry about that. The algorithms will thank you for it. You're the product. Okay? They're also tracking all the data about you and trying to brainrot you with exactly the right type of brainrot that makes them the most amount of money. It's so fascinating, isn't it? Now, I don't want to overuse the word brainrot because you got to be careful. There's the word evil. All right? And even if evil smells like brainrot, it might be a little bit worse than you think. Something like noise is brainrot, though. Noise is brainrot level evil. So when brainrot becomes complete noise, when there's literally no fucking value whatsoever, and you're just also being bombarded, or it's like non-consensual attack, then yeah, that's tough. And also should be fought against in any normal society. Any normal society would want to... Like, that's what makes the society great, is the level of how much brainrot is being defeated, especially the evil version of brainrot. Because you have to have proper filters for all of this. At the same time, what brainrot is teaching you is to be courageous and do whatever you want, right? Eventually, you're going to be doing whatever works, of course, but you won't be shy to use a variety of tools. So you're going to throw a lot of things at the camera, if anything. All right, so let's see who has the most brain rot, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know. Do you guys know which video is going to have the most brain rot out of these three options? Yeah, sorry, Mr. Beast haven't uploaded yet, so I can't evaluate a fourth video. But overall, this is what makes me kind of lonely. Or this is what breeds loneliness. Even though you can hang out with people, it means nothing. That's it. Game over. You can consume infinite content, and it means nothing. You're not actually building relationships. But that's technically the basics of socialization. If you actually achieve pretty good level of YouTube relevancy, you can make friends, I imagine. You can collaborate. You're gonna be praised and treated not with brain rot, but with just enough respect where brain rot people gotta shut up. There is a saving grace to some extent. But it's not easy, especially if it's based on brain rot values like big number. You gotta get that big number. Then people will believe you. Because they just take surface level information and they don't question nothing. Yeah, invasive sounds about right for the next level. I would put in the next level fact-based content as well as Mr. Beast. So all these essayists, basically, it's fucking flooded on YouTube as well. It's not brain rot, but it's not that deep either. I'm not essayist. I'm a fucking theorist, if anything. I'm level 3 by default. And when I fulfill some kind of big project, or I go after someone successfully, that could even be even higher level. Fact-based, this happens and this happens. Oh my god, then this happened and this happened and this. It's like it's cramming you with useless information. It's not quite brain rot, okay? It doesn't sound like useless information, but it's too much. It just throws a bunch of things and hopes that you care about it. Because it resonates with, like, celebrities or something. With drama. With the news cycle. The invasive content. Very interesting stuff. Right now, invasive content is it. YouTube has leveled up to second generation style of content. There is something to learn from brain rot. Stimulation. It's nice sometimes to stimulate, just throw visuals to not, like, keep the video boring. And I have to sort of incorporate to get most out of it. Stimulation is something people really appreciate about brain rot in general, and they do tend to subscribe to that idea. Or in their brains, it clicks of like, no, I like this video because it at least stimulates me. It doesn't like words don't stimulate people as much as just things happening on the screen, as much as visual stuff. I can yap and I will not accumulate subscribers that easily. Is that rightfully so? Is what it is at the moment. YouTube still has to actually mature for words to matter for people. But at the same time, there has to be tools that allow words to manifest into video level content. I just opened Instagram and I'm like, but brain rot, yes. Self-sabotage is at full capacity right now. Your platform is gonna self-sabotage with brain rot content. There's simply gonna be a lot of content that, like, normal human beings, developed human beings with fucking proper brains, they will despise you for it. They will treat your platform like shit. You know, they will ignore it. That's self-sabotage because those people are genuinely powerful individuals that you would want on your platform for as long as possible. Because they make your platform better. But if you let Brainrot seep through the cracks, like it's there, but if the algorithm keeps feeding me that shit, I will not like your platform as much. Alright, let's see what the Spider-Man is eating right now. Dance with me, Spider-Man. Definitely does not have words in it. Okay, that's... Oh my fucking god. Brainrot combo. Oh my god. Okay. I laugh, I lose. It is what it is. Hey, Hulk. One thing about Brainrot is it's trying to pull down certain concepts to a Brainrot level. So, like, first of all, it introduces concepts to the children and stuff like, yeah, it's safe for children. It's children's content. When you grow up, you will watch Hulk do things that is not Brainrot. It's weird like that, bro. You will enjoy Spider-Man very soon when you grow up, when you have your own agency. So there's some value to this, you know? Pull out my tongue, Hulk. No, no! This is too funny! You can also create accidental comedy. Which, man, that one is the craziest one. Like, you can accidentally make a good song like Despacito. Just because you're singing different language and nobody fucking understands what you're trying to say. Now that they try to pull each other's tongues of like, yeah, call Hulk because he will definitely be able to pull that tongue out. Although, why would you want to lose your tongue? I can't believe I'm even talking about this. Oh. Well done. Okay, never mind. Bro, I actually enjoyed it too much, but the video's not over. It's just 2 minutes. It felt like eternity. Jesus. It's not working. I can't find Brainrot, guys. It's not that simple in the end of the day. You would think, bro. Even I got fooled. Brainrot is not as obvious as you think because it also gets filtered. Like, the best Brainrot is not Brainrot. Of course, if people put, like, shit amount of effort and thought into their content, and they don't know how to do comedy at all, then fuck it, you know? Fuck that content, it's gonna be trash. But this is kind of, you know, good. It transcends Brainrot. Even though it is made out of it. Like, I'm actually enjoying this, and it's funny to me. Why? Like, I'm already mesmerized. Technically, by trying to do things too seriously, you take a lot of risks. You're risking making enemies and slipping on your words. Brainrot is technically just random generated stuff that's trying to be comedy, I guess. But it's like a meme that dies very quickly, if overused. If not original. Smosh used to be cool like that, man. So again, I mean, I told you it's gonna potentially surprise you. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna lose the Brainrot counter thing. Because one thing about Brainrot that is fascinating and should fascinate you the most is how sneaky it is. How you might have a feeling like, yeah, it's Brainrot, but based on what? On your initial impressions? Like, this is so sneaky, though. AI is gonna replace everything that Brainrot has been doing with something else. AI is gonna invent a new word for itself. You could say AI is gonna generate a bunch of Brainrot, but people don't want to see that. They're gonna be into something much weirder than that, okay? Much weirder things gonna come out of AI. Because it's slow effort anyways. But it could still be really crazy. It's like brain trap or something gonna come out. You could actually say that a lot of my content is brain rot if it's not like good enough or fact checked, or if it contains bullshit in general that I don't believe in anymore myself. But because I'm still around, that keeps it still like relevant. You can still talk to me about it. So it's not a big deal. You have to consider stimulation. Something has to be happening at all times. That's why placeholder still has quite a bit of power. It's like there has to be something growing, even if it's trash. So a bunny can hop in and start eating grass. Much greater form of life can manifest. If you have enough bunnies, then you can throw a wolf in there or something. Slowly building up an ecosystem, but there has to be stimulation. There has to be baseline material to work with. Again, this is low-key good content. It's fucking mad. The moment it's gonna become bad content is you know when. Like, if you watch too much of this shit. It's over. The bad guys were defeated. Yeah, again, Brainrot is so sneaky, you can find love in unexpected places almost. As a result, where people from the outside would look at something and it's like, I don't care about this. But from the inside, you know how meaningful it is. Who knows? Borderline, they could actually be a couple, you know, enjoying making content like this. And making a ton of cash as a result. Usually even trends themselves, they start because professional entered the room and someone figured out, cracked the formula, basically. So the reason why Brainrot is sneaky is when you try to be more intellectual, when you try to do something more complicated, you're prone to making more mistakes. It's way more challenging to do the harder thing correctly. You're actually more likely to make it sloppy. That's why, like, Brainrot creators, like, they can just do things while also toning down all this, like, mumbo-jumbo that could get you in trouble. Like, words. Fuck words, guys. It's actually quite art to be able to convey information without any words. Like, that's tough. I don't know, dude. I don't know. This could be zero Brainrot in this video, guys. I'm scared. I love when Joker shows up. It's fucking badass. It's so simple, too. That bad guy is doing his bad things. That's it. Fucking hell, dude. It's almost like you would want to have a child now just to, like, watch these zero Brainrot videos while everyone else is, like, throwing Brainrot at each other, vomiting Brainrot into each other's mouths. You're actually enjoying something that is good content, but people look at it as trash. It's like, wow. Imagine, bro. That cuts me deep, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine the thing that I can say of, like, I love Elsa Gate, guys. I love it. That's my level of content. And it's not even a troll. And you can give them a fucking middle finger and block them. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, she's occupied doing whatever the fuck this is. We use technology to escape a bad situation. Let's go. Hey, come rescue me. Text message, bro. Like, fucking crazy. Again, this should fucking terrify you, dude. Because Brainrot is not obvious. It is one of those things where, like, even the stupidest movie could make you laugh, and it's like, yeah, still worked. It did the thing. Guys, 0 Brainrot has been found in this video. So if you voted that Elsa Gate was brainrotting your children, I'm sorry to tell you, science says otherwise. What about David Dobrik, who is way more popular and was not accused of brainrotting people? Huh? Now it's getting scary for sure. It's meaningless. It's just fireworks. We have seen this trillions of times. But what if firework hits a loaf of bread, though? What happens? You know? Now we're talking. Nathan! Look how quickly I'm brainrotting right now.
How much aura he has.
Like, they're trying to bombard me with information, but it's all garbage. That's after 1 minute. We're already breaking records that I can't believe can be broken.
Good luck next time, brother. I know. But what did you get?
All right, kindness is pretty nice to see, right?
Number for the bank account.
Icepix is the best place to win some cash.
You know who doesn't read ad reads? Elsa Gate.
While watching sports. Oh, you use it.
Oh yeah, I laughed. And Elsa Gate is losing Brainrot as we speak.
Not all the World Cup, and now I'm picking 10 more of you that DM me on Instagram. Send me
Shut
proof
up.
that you're following
Shut
me on
the fuck
PrizePicks,
up,
and
dude.
you can win $1,000.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, I'm not done. More boring. No, more.
Shut the fuck
more
up.
money.
That's money to the man.
Imagine being a human being sometimes and knowing that David Dobrik exists. It's just like crazy, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't get cancelled properly. Dead and Buried should have been the actual, but still going strong. Rich people are the most moral people of them all, people decided. That's one of the biggest brainrots is money morality. Brainrot, holy shit. Or big number morality. This is the worst thing imaginable right now.
And how come I'm less funny?
Top tier Brainrot.
Windows seat.
I swear to God, I'm using the same principles to evaluate this video as I used on the Elsa video.
And that's the type
I
to order
swear to
on
God.
the flights for
Like, let's say 5 seconds, each 5 seconds, and nothing happens, Brainrot.
first meeting
You still have to stimulate me.
is a trip.
Stimulation is not Brainrot, funny enough. It's a necessity, basically, in YouTube videos.
Walking on alcohol, I take a drunk.
It's something Mr. Beast had to fucking learn the hard way of, like, I have to stimulate all the time. Every 5 seconds, there's got to be a little stimulation going.
And I'm fun.
Perfect. So.
Perfect. Man, I love my video that I just made.
Do this?
Subscribe. Subscribe harder. I can't hear it. I can't hear you subscribing. Like, I learned something so important about YouTube. I learned something about humanity, just blanket statement about humanity to avoid brain rot and that. He can backstab you anytime.
Wow, this is insane. I look.
Your rich or poor Brainrot is there to fucking stab you in the back.
Jumped in 'cause I need.
Like, am I the stupid one? These are adults. I'm supposed to vibe, but it's not. It's like adult hell. They created something that looks good, but it's actually hell.
Guys,
I could probably low-key say it to Dobrik, like, you're a piece of shit. And get away with it.
guys,
That's the default, you know? People want to become rich so they can fucking brainrot. But they also spread that brainrot to the audience as well. And you get fucking nothing out of this. Watching this shit.
To level up. Everyone's making so much money.
He said level up and they immediately started yapping about money. Get the fuck out of here.
$1 million a month. Darn.
Yeah, scam more people. You don't need money. You fucking... Now it's actually controversial levels of brainrot. The shit he's bathing in, basically. It's fucking bloodbathing at this point. Holy crap, I'm getting fucking mad.
Our man making $40
Like, he was cancelled, and now I have to deal with this
million
shit.
a month, whatever, on Facebook. I'm making $40 million a month, whatever, on Facebook. But then the second I go home, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, you know what that
Did he disarm his own bomb?
Think my channel.
your main channel? No, don't put it on your main channel.
Even he knows.
But
It's so weird. It's like words can turn into pure brain
I'm
rot.
not mad at
I
you.
do
Energy.
love it. Party,
I'm just free falling.
obviously. 2 here.
A fucking psychopath who won't let me live my life. Genuinely.
Yeah, the moment he stops talking, it's like, yep. Somehow vibes.
If you want to see more vlogs like this,
Delete his YouTube channel.
that's it.
Fucking insane. There is some, like, potential, like, retrospect value, but nope. No, I don't see it. Maybe if I chase after, like, Instagram baddies or something, I don't know. Because they're definitely vulnerable to suffering from brain rot. I could open a brain rot clinic and charge lots of monies, which is how I would make money, Dobrik. That's how I would do it. I would try to cure people from the brain rot you caused to them. Technically, the biggest rocket ship I've done is brain rot annoying orange. Imagine that. I think it's still getting views, by the way. I can't tell. Brain rot unites us all. I genuinely feel sick. I really think it's unrelated, but wow. Thanks, Dobrik. It sucks because even envy content is brain rot. People make you envious on purpose just for the sake of it, right? They look better than you, they look healthier than you, they have more friends than you, they have everything figured out except what to do with their fucking garbage lives. You saw there was only one segment where Dobrik was able to actually lower himself to a human level, and it's when he's giving... You know, he's kind to normal human beings who actually suffered pain. When he's actually fighting against the envy that he's creating. This is how we have to treat all these rich people. It's fucking losers. Until they start giving away their money. Alright, the finale. Can we actually beat the record that David Dobrik created with a science video? Trying to explain brain rot to us, now that we know so much about brain rot? Like, I swear to God, this might still beat the score.
Then sent them away for a 10-minute...
The attention span of a walnut.
This is awkward because we've heard about shrinking attention spans since the
And I know exactly what it is.
start of the smartphone era. But how can we measure those? And what
Is brain requiring stimulation when it's paying attention? It's paying attention. So of course it's going to shrink the spam as much as it can actually afford to. That's the whole point. Although I just paid anti-brainrot material for this. Can I get paid? Can I get paid instead?
What are the studies saying?
Well, the funny thing is I set up a trap where I already know and they're gonna start yapping about bullshit, technically.
From the hours of television that people watch every day.
Wow, what's the difference? Well, it's better, alright? It gets to the fucking point.
TikTok employees openly.
Brainrot happens when you don't fully understand something. It is annoying, but I do annoy a lot of people. But I don't use, like, a toxic intellectual vocabulary for a good reason. I don't want to go beyond who I currently am. You can definitely construct meaningful stuff out of simple words.
Browse, you pick something,
This is very volatile, though. There's a lot of ups and downs here.
you eat it. Streaming television.
I was so disconnected at one point of the video, just after taking a break, of like, just let it play. Like, yeah. Oh, I was recording. Oh, shit. I was doing something. Oh, I'm a little bit sleepy right now, but I think there was a little bit of the video's not important type of vibes. Tinder was mentioned. Mentioning certain things like Tinder can be just traumatic experience, re-traumatizing me. Because Tinder is completely useless. 100% of it is useless. It doesn't do anything at all. To even mention Tinder is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright, let's go. Finish this video.
Have made to the right.
Reels already makes up more than so far. First was when all content was from friends, family, and accounts that you followed directly. The second was when we added all the creator content.
Did you try it?
Yeah. They sent me a free subscription, and I've been taking their Finding Focus course, which Headspace for a month were less distractible than a control group who did these moments built into your day.
No, I already know how
You
to
can start
meditate.
Headspace for free.
A 2015 post by Time Magazine. Yes, they're now shorter than a goal.
It's sort of funny to me to think about the adjudicating our ability to focus or just how much distracting stuff there is in our lives.
Yes, the distracting stuff.
What I'm worried about is
Of
that I'm no
course.
longer at notifications. There's literal sounds
Alright.
that are telling me you should be
This is actually a good video, so...
distracted by this other
It's just, it cannot possibly get ahead of me anymore. I'm way too smart for this shit.
mental system.
Attention spans.
So yeah, basically scientific struggle to understand basic things,
It's a
man.
really fuzzy
So
term. It's hard to measure. The sharper
Uh-huh, yeah. Isn't that
question
crazy?
to ask is
Bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost?
Shut up.
supposed to capture analytical thinking. To get these questions right, you have to
You have to know the pattern. You have to have seen that before and solved it before. And now it's brain
switch
rot.
out of autopens total.
If you want, like, to tap into intellectual content, you can at least put it in the background, but actually watching it is absolute insanity.
That's 12% of the scale.
I'm self-aware. You can place me in the background. That's fine.
Subjective decision is
The longer the intellectual content, the more tired you're gonna get. Like, if you actually pay attention, damn, you get tired so fast trying to, like, keep up with all this, like, brain juice.
Yeah, unless
They think they're doing something normal, but they're actually bombarding you with information, and it's hard to decipher how to organize it.
boredom is. So you're going to try this out.
no great. I should have slept more last night.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
A big drop in their scores. It was the group that scrolled TikTok during the break.
Dun dun
What
dun.
This is actually something that could really impact the quality of life of people, probably, and provide.
My experience is what I agree to attend to. There's
Wow.
more. He said, only without
You brought focus onto
selective
the
interest,
table, huh?
part of both analytical thinking and perspective memory.
Totally. Absolutely.
Those weird little
Yeah, I can keep up with all of this intellectual
tests are
garbage.
basically
I have elected not to do that because I don't think it's good for
He
people.
chose not to do shorts, and me too.
I don't think the infinite scroll.
But at the same time, that's a stupid thing to do. Alright? You can make shorts while you're sitting on a toilet.
like your contents are the most anti-brain rot content out there, actually genuine and very high quality.
Nice try. Nice fucking try, guys.
And then someone responded, no such thing as anti-brain rot content when it's short form. So that's basically kind of the
Oh my god, it's even
Question.
stupider.
Yeah.
Thanks for reading comments for me. That will help.
Is there such thing as
what do you think? Is this research strong enough that we should be making a change?
Yes. My research of stimulation, you have to stimulate me, maybe undress one piece of clothing at a time. I'm just saying. I'm just suggesting things. Thank you very much for watching and brain rotting me. to hell and back. You win against David Dobrik for some reason. Despite having those like moments where it dips of like, yes, you said something sensible, but at the same time, am I supposed to learn something from this? Are you sure about that? Because all this is just pondering. All it's just doing is pondering. It's not actually drawing any conclusions. Because science is very, very insecure. It's capable of like hugging information, but it's not able to actually extract any material from it because it starts feeling spiritual. But that's what it is. That's what it's supposed to be. You're not just a cog in a machine, you're a human being who needs extracts. And you forgot to do that shit. Alright? And it has nothing to do with spans, by the way. It has everything to do with science, relationship with science, and how much people brain rot trying to fucking hug information. Anyways, nice try, guys. But you don't know where the brain rot is, by the way. You just don't know. I talked about it, but you don't know where it is. You would never guess. Bye-bye.